cleaning up, getting ready for you. Happy Saturday. We'll wait for a few to come on and then we'll get making. We're going to go mail today. Hi, Vanessa. And I can see the comments, which is good. There's Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Can't you? Sister Paul, get your phone up so I can see the comments, because no doubt my phone won't work. And they're coming up on my phone, but they're not coming up on his. Oh, this is good. Yes, I thought we would do something male for a change. And I've chosen, let me put this in the packet so it looks nice. Hiya, Shani. Now, and Mandy, hi Mandy, which is Amanda. Ooh, nice hair. Thank you. Getting back to the old me now. Did you hear that? Going to make, oh, what does that one say? Going to make the card you showed from 2020. Do you know what? When I was uploading them videos onto YouTube, I was the different hairstyles. I was like, oh my goodness. Have fun, Vanessa, doing that. What else we got? We've got Tracy. Thank you for joining me. Just remembered, not doing a lot. I like it. Yes. So I've come in this morning. I've got kind of what we're doing in my head, and that's all I have to. Right, I don't know if you recall me on one of my shop tours showing you these. So this is, oh, that one's flew away. This is a launch from Jamie Rogers. It's very, very male orientated. So you've got bikes, you've got planes, you've got cars, you've got steam train. We did sell out this one. It's back in stock though. We've got the lovely ship and the motorbike and another motorbike. Let's just check. Then you've got this one, which is Ticket and Tag Set. And to coordinate with that one, you have got the vintage tags. So all of these fabulous little sentiments, and they can be cut out with these elements here. And there's a lovely frame, so we're going to be using those. I have gone ahead and cut out some bits, but as I go along and use them, I'll tell you exactly from where I got them. We're also going to be using, whoopsie, metallic ink pads, and I have chosen black. And I can't find it now, it's at the bottom. Sea Breeze Blue. And also the spritzers that I made using the re-inkers. So again, these are all Jamie Rogers, and I'll go through it, I'll go over it when I use them. And then last but not least, we will be using some of the waxes. So this one is Raindrop, and it goes with what I'm doing, but there are 6 colours, and these are a really good price at $5.99, and they're oil based, not water based. So without further ado, let's pop that one up there. I'm going to flip camera. Oh, get you in position first and flip. Okay, I'm also going to be using some elements from the Grunge collection. I have chosen this stencil here, which is called, I can't remember what it's called, but it's Paul, what's this called? Is it just Clocks and something? Clocks and Grid. Clocks and Grid. And then this one I've got out, I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. It's called Wallpaper. And a very, I do really like this one. The typewriter text. I'm going to be using some of that as well. So let's start off with the inks and make a really nice kind of grungy, messy background. So to start off with, I'm going to have some Sea Breeze Blue, and I'm just going to pop a little bit of ink here and there, and I'm going to do it as an inky. And you know what? I really cannot find my sheet, my stamp sheet that I like to put the ink on with. So I am just using a block at the minute, and I'm just going to squidge some ink down. Well, I'm tapping it like so. And then I'm going to spritz some water on. That will sort of like start to move that around. Is that better for you, Paul? I'm just gonna... Hi, Julie. Afternoon. We'll have to nip off for a bit at supermarket. That's absolutely fine. And then I'm just going to gently tap in and get some of this beautiful ink down. Not being too careful, but if you kiss the card more, you'll get more dotting. And I'm just going to go for a bit of a swoosh, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to dry that one off. I'm going to try and stay a little bit tidy. Famous last words. And then I'm going to do the same, but we're going to do with the black suede. So again, just get that moving around a little bit. And I'm just sort of like being a little bit careful here, just tapping down a few little bits. I don't want that to overpower, but I want it to be there. I'm just going to knock that out a little bit. And then, oh, do you know what I was going to do? Now, you might not like this bit, but I'm going to pull back my table so that I can reach. Paul, can you just help me do this? Because otherwise it will drag. So that I can reach my heat gun. Okay, ready. Perfect. That's organised. Okay, and then I'm just going to dry this off. And as I'm drying it, I can really see the mica coming up to the surface, which is nice. Okay, so if I just look at that there. Oh yeah, beautiful. Now apologies if it looks a little bit dark at the back of the shop, because the lights are really, they're a bit rubbish at the back. I know we've got a bit of a shadow there, but I'll try and keep lifting it up so that you can see it. So now I want to see a little bit more blue. So I'm going to bring in one of these little spritzers. So all this is, I filled it up with water and I took one of the re-inkers and just squirted some in the top, and then you just shake it up to mix it. So you can just make your own spritzers. And I've got a few made. I've got the brushed gold and I've got the blue. I've got the silver, one of the purples, and look, it just settles the mica there. But when you shake it all up, it starts and moves around. And then there's a plain one ready to go. So I just find them really handy because it's going to add a little bit more colour where I missed, if that makes sense. And it also gives just a slightly different look. So I'm going to start off with that one. And then I might just put a sprinkling of the gold. And again, just a quick blast. Hi, Kim. So I do apologise for bringing the time forward. But we are going to nip away for the evening, because it'll be quite nice. Okay, so let me just show you that, because the shine that's coming off here now is beautiful. Right, so now what I want to do is start and put a little bit of something in the background. So I'm going to bring this stencil in, and I'm going to go from the ink pad, and I'm going to just use this kind of checker part. I wanted to sing Checker Trade. Checker Trade. That one. And start blending that in. So I'm going to just pick out a few different areas. Maybe down here would look cool. And then let's a bit of coggage. And have this. So let's get the black. And I'm just going to be trying to grab out the cogs. They don't have to fully be on there. Just in shot, and then we'll have maybe this little bit up here. Might extend that one out a little bit. So maybe some of those numbers as well down the side. Okay. I think that's probably enough. Oh, maybe a bit of the clock. I'm going to go there. So we'll have a bit of black. And a bit of blue. So I'm just trying to build up this very, very male background. And let's bring in that stamp now. And have some of this. I'm trying to keep an eye if any questions come in. Are your questions coming up now, Paul? Good. Good. Okay, so for this, I'm just going to get little bits here and there. And again, not being too precious about where it is. Just getting a bit of script on. But I'll only ink it up once until I've used it all up. Okay. That will do. And then I'm going to lift that up. So you can see we're starting to build up some nice layers there. Okay. Now, of course, you can stamp with these inks as well. So let's have a little look. Get one of these little postage. This tiny little one here. And I might actually stamp that in the blue. So just be mindful that these are sponges. So you don't want to be You want to little taps until it's inked up rather than squidging into. And I'm just going to just get some nice little stamps. I didn't check where I was putting that before I put it down, because that to me is a bit but it's all right, we'll get away with it. Just put a few of these dotted, even if it's just little portions. And then just clean that one off. Right, okay. I've got that bit done, I've got that bit done. And for once I have got a card that I've made that I'm just copying, so I haven't got a flash. Right, okay. So I'm going to put that to the side for a minute. I will have some more stamping to do on there, but I can't decide just yet. So I've gone ahead and cut out 2 of these frames. Now they come from this set here, ticket and tag set. So you've got a lovely frame. This is quite cute. It folds over almost like a little luggage tag. And then the bit that falls out, you can stamp on it, or you could make it into a pocket and put some acetate and slide it back in. Lots of choices with that one. And then you've got your classic tickets there. This triangle one and a circular one. So for this one here, I'm going to use my sprays and I'm just going to ink this up. With some of the blue. And the gold. And then I'm going to dry that. Realistically, if I'd have done that on a piece of card, I would have had all of the leftover spray. And I could have picked a print up with that, but I'm just trying to be tidy. Looks a little bit wrinkled, but it's fine. It's because it's not quite dry. And now I'm just going to take the black pad and I'm just going to scuff a few bits here and there, just to age that up a little bit. And then once I've done that, I'm going to rub that around with my tissue. Even that it's got all of this on it, doesn't matter, it's just adding a little bit, like so. And then I'm going to add a little bit of, this one is Raindrop, just add a little bit of this over the top. I mean, I could add some gold bullion as well, because it's the same sort of colours, so we might as well. This is very random, not trying to be too specific with it. But just to get a kind of a frame that looks similar to my background. And I'm happy that that kind of works in well. So let's pop that Raindrop on. And the bullion. And then I'm going to bring in the black frame. And what I want to do is just offset that slightly, so we've got a bit of a shadow, like so. Just so that it pops. And I'm going to do that by using some of my Studio Light glue. So I would always put the glue on the back of what I'm sticking down, so I know that I don't get glue on the wrong bits. And I'd look for the top right corner to get that equal. And don't worry about the rest, because it will just become equal as it goes down. Now I've got that really nice. There we go. It's exciting when you don't know what we're making, isn't it? My first time watching. I'm loving what you're creating. Well, thank you, Ali, and thank you for joining us. So we are very mail. This is a lovely mail card. Well, it doesn't have to be. You could change the colours up and completely transform it. Right, so I've got a frame. Now I chose the aeroplanes. Okay, so I've cut 2 in black. And what I'm going to do is, the black suede, if I rub that over there, that would give me, like, the mica from here would stand out. Can you see? So I'm just going to rub that over first. And again, not being too... Don't bend it, Hazel. Not being too careful. But I just want to transfer some of that mica down. And then I'm going to do the rest with... the waxes, and I keep wiping it in this tissue. I've just broke that. And it's actually transferring the colours on, which is quite good. I think I'll get away with it. Don't tell anyone. I broke it. Right, let's get this one. Now the waxes are brilliant for the black card, because they really show up well. And I'm just putting little bits on at a time, because you can always add to it, but you can't take it away. I'm going to put, do you know what? Going to get a little bit of the bullion, because I didn't do this on my other one, but this is a classic plain, this one, so it's going to have gold and not silver. So you can just add your waxes in until you get your desired effect. That's the wrong lid. And then with this one, I'm going to layer that on the top. I might get a slight drop shadow on it, but it's just because I thought it would look nice. Hello. Yeah, you. I'm just doing I am doing a live. I brought it forward. I normally do it at 4, but I'm doing. No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. So I'm just going to use one of the well, some of the strips, and just add these behind here. Should get 2 or 3. And the good thing about these is that they do bend as well. So pop that one down there. There we go. And then let's see if I can get this where I want it. Just a slight drop. D. D, you just made me laugh. Did you see what D's put? Right, I'm just going to try and get this in position now, but I can't see much because I'm laughing. So I wanted to see, I didn't take the backing off this. Come on. There we go. I wanted to see a little bit of the black behind. So there's my little plane. There's my frame. Got that. Right then, let's have a little look. We've got, I have gone ahead and cut out a happy birthday using my sentiments. I've chosen not to use the background on this though, because I just wanted the black on there. So I've got that. And then from the grunge set, I've cut one of these chains, and that is from It's called Extra Elements. And it's just this little one here. I've just wanted that little bit of chain. And then from the tickets, I've got this circle one and this one here. And I'm just going to stamp down. I've got this one, which says, I'll tell you what it says when I've inked it up. I'll be able to read it. It says, Special Delivery Co. Limited, first class, we take care of you. And I'm just going to place that on there. Hopefully get it in the middle. And if I don't, I cut two just in case. Yeah, that's okay. That's that one. And then there's quite a few of them that are will work with the flight theme. This one says High Flyer. And I'm just going to print that one on there. And if I haven't started, oh, that's all right. That is fine. Right, and to get those to work with everything else, I'm going to bring in my sprays. And make those work. Okay, so we've got a few little tickets. I might black that around the edge as well. Right, so shall I? Yeah, I might be able to do that on there. I'm just going to kiss the edges of this just to taint it. A little bit black around the edge. Still a little bit wet, but I'm sure it'll be fine. There we go. And then right. Nice little tag. Got that little tag. Now, something on here, we've got a little stamp here that says airmail. And I want to be able to stamp this on the background. So let me put this on here. I want this to go across here. And I want airmail to be here and here. So, but I want it, yeah. Stamp it there. I'm actually going to do this in a platform. I didn't on mine, and then I wished I had because I wanted to do a technique. So if I put that in sideways, and I want it about there, make sure it's in position, and up to the end. So I'm going to put that line on 7. Okay. And then ink that up. And stamp that down. Now my idea was that I could run this along. But then do I want it behind the plane? No, I don't. I don't. Just ignore me. So I want a little bit there, a little bit there now. So I'm going to move that one up. And I'm just going to join it. That looks like it'll join. But I don't need all of it. So I think it's just the owl, the ale bit. That'll be fine, because when my frame is on, oh, get it the right way around. That way. Yeah. And then this side, I put that line on 7, just so that I know that I've got it in dead on the right place on both of them. So, okay, right, take that out of the way, pop that on here. I mean, you could make some really cool backgrounds with these stamps, just randomly stamping them over in sepias. They'd look gorgeous. They really would. Where's that high flyer one? Pop that one back on. Now, do I want to put anything else in the background here? Maybe this little postage mark. That would have looked cool on the side of there. I don't know if you'll see it much, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to pop that in there. Easy to miss. I've missed that now. Yes, yes, I agree. Actually, I'm going to put another one of those on there. Just on the side. I quite like that little postage wiggle. I'm going to put one on each side of there. Not sure that you're going to see it when I put my decorations on, but I quite like it. Okay. Now, before I start building all of this up, I am actually going to matte and layer that onto my background, because I want to do some flicks on there using my re-inkers, and I want it to be sturdy. So let's get that up to that edge. I'm not putting lots of glue on. It looks like I am. I'm just making sure that there's some all over, because it's been had heat and water on it. It's obviously it's not perfectly flat. So we'll get that on there. Is that equal? Yep. Give that a nice firm press to bond that. And do you know what? I can just see that lovely kind of soft golden tone coming through in the middle. I mean, that could be anything. Even if you just put happy birthday on that would be brilliant for a mail card. But we're going to go a bit further. So I'm going to have my little frame in the centre here, and I'm going to use those little strips again. Pop those onto there. Just like so. Now, I'm not going to commit to sticking that one down just yet, because I need to make sure I've got my chain. I'm actually going to stick... Yes, I am. Put that on there. And I'm just going to pop that in and stick it at the top. And then pop that one through. So I've got that nice dangling embellishment that will sit on that corner-ish around there. Now I do want a little bit, what I was looking for was some twine, and I didn't have any, but I have got some sisal. So I'm just going to make that. I hope I can get that through there now. Come on, get in. Yes. I feel all back to front. Just to tie a little bit of something on there. Obviously, I'm not the best at doing bowy things, but just so long as it's got a little bit of something on there. Just gives it a little bit more. Okay. We've got that little high fly ticket, that's fine. We've got our plane, which is going to go in there. That's all coming together nice. And I just need to make sure that I've got room at the top to put happy birthday. Yes. Right, so that is all going to work. I'm going to go into my re-inkers. Bye, thank you. I'm looking for the blue. I can't find it. Sorry about this. Have I already got it out? Paul, are your eyes okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've only got 9. Oh, it's there. I knew I'd got it out. I should have gone to Specsavers. Right. Just need to decide, do I want any more? No, just stick with it as it is, Hazel. So, with the re-inker one, I'm just going to squeeze a little bit out. And I do advise just wiping the end before you pop the lid back on. And then we'll spritz a little bit of water. I might need more than that, but to start with. Yes, I like it. And the reason I've done it off of the water brush is because it's quite thick, you see, so you get these kind of wiggly lines as well. I just wanted some, it depends how wet you've got it and how aggressive you are with your flicks. So I've got some quite nice, just splatty, wiggly bits. I hope that hasn't gone up my t-shirt, it's new. And then just to clean your brush, just spritz. Make sure you get that in there. Right, so, can you see all of those nice little wigglies? Gorgeous. Right, I'm going to just give that a little blast. That has dried really quick, actually. Yes. Okay. Now, I might as well stick that onto the card blank. And I think this kind of layout, this technique with the inks and the spritzers and everything, I think it would work with all of them, whether you're using the steam train, the bike, the car, the boat. What would be really nice is if you had like a cloud stencil. I know Julie Hickey Designs has got a cloud stencil available. It's got a sun and some bricks on there. We've got that on the website. If you've got my Nature's Dream one,
what size card are you using?
it's an A4 piece of Media Artist card folded in at 15. So you will get a little lip, but I'm fine with that. So this is an A5 card. Make sure that this is actually going to be a birthday card for a male member of my family. I do need to put another die on it, but I can't tell you what it is. Julie will be laughing because she knows. Right. I'm just going to take the backing off of here and position this in before I position my little dangly medallion-y one. And just make sure that you've got the the edge where you want it. Now, me being me, normally I would go, I'm doing it straight, but check me out going on the wonk. It's not my parking, the car's faulty. I've told you. Anybody else have a faulty car that won't park straight? I've always been a really, really good reverser. But since we got this car a few years ago, it's just never gone straight. I am very tempted to take it back and tell them, but I think they might laugh at me. That's teasing. Yes, I'm sorry, Penny, but it was teasing. Right. So just raise this up. Now this one, I am going to go straight. And because I know that my air mail, I want to say air miles then, is straight, I can position that straight across like so. The car I have now got does not park straight either. Perfect, Jackie, you see? I'm not the only one, Paul. It happens to the best of us. Right. You will get lynched. There's more of us than there is of you, love. Okay, where's them tweezers gone? Let's just check. We'll have birthday in first. And then happy. There we go. So we've got a happy birthday up there. And then high flyer. Those little embellishments can come down the side there. So shall I put that on there first? Go on then. See, it's playing with my brain now because that's on the wonk. I'm sitting and I'm trying to get this one straight. That will work there. Okay, I'm going to put some foam on the back of here just so that it sits up at the same level as the others. And I'm just going to put some glue on there. Now, obviously, with it being the bank holiday Monday, parcels won't now get dispatched until Tuesday. Sorry, I'm just got to look how far. I just want to take that down a bit. And the reason being is because that's in the way. I want it to sit flat. Okay, and then snip that just in the right place. Okay, let's have a look. Do we need anything else on there? I don't think so, because we've got quite a nice little... Let's just hold it that way so you can see the shine. So we've made an inky background with our ink pads, we've stenciled with our ink pads, we've spritzed with our re-inkers, we've done flicks with our re-inkers, and we've used the waxes to highlight on the black card. Now, do you know what? Sorry. Just gonna, I feel like I just wanna add a little bit of wax to my sentiment, just to take the edge off the black so it matches me. And I'm just doing a bit of a mix. There we go. Let's It's very nice to have different colours in the waxes, actually. Right, there we go. So we've got that nice little bit of shine on there. That's fine, Ali. This will be saved at the top of the page under featured, but I'll then download it and put it onto Dragon's Papercraft page, and then it will get downloaded and popped onto YouTube channel. So, yeah, and everything that I've used today on this live is under new arrivals, or I think Paul said it's under Facebook Live as well. This was the one that I made. They're both the same, except this one I've got birthday wishes. This one I've got happy birthday. And I've got room down here just to personalise this a little bit further. Maybe. Right, let's flip you around. Whee! You are very, very welcome, Yvonne. Right, let me just... I don't want that to go everywhere. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. I did, and I've made a card for somebody, which is really good. Oh, well, I've got two now. I've got them stacked up. So males in my life, beware. You'll be getting an aeroplane. But so easy to be. It could be a boat. It could be a steam train through there. I just really like that little frame on the wonk. It gives them a real nice setting. So thank you for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your bank holiday weekend. And if you are at a loose end on Monday... at 1 and 5, you might want to tune in to Hobby Maker, because I'm on with a new collection from Janine's Mindful Art. It's called, what's it called? Blooming and Growing. So that's where I'll be on Monday. And then I'm back in the shop Tuesday. We'll be packing orders and I'll be prepping for something or other, because that's what I do these days. That's how I roll. I prep. So I will see you all next. It's Thursday, the next live, Paul. Thursday at 2 o'clock from the shop for the next live. Take care, everyone. Bye.